What happens if you forget a line that's kind of a little bit crucial in your speech? We all talk about the hook, right? But there's a delivery to that hook, and I forgot mine. I just gave a speech for the first time in a really long time in person in DC this weekend, and I forgot the delivery of the hook. And I was like in Cloud Alive. I loved my speech, and all of a sudden, about 4 o'clock, because I gave it in the morning, I'm like, I forgot a very important line. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, nobody noticed. Nobody cared because it was how I delivered it. It was the passion behind my voice. It was the stories I was committed to, and it was my story. Yeah, I probably could have cleared a few things up because that what that line was actually supposed to do. But nobody asked me a question like, well, what happened here? It wasn't the important message. It was just the catalyst that got me to asking the questions that I needed to ask myself. And it didn't stop people from asking me questions about, oh my God, how did you develop this story? Or thank you for being authentically vulnerable and sharing. My favorite, though, was one woman came up to me and she goes, your story hit me really hard because I didn't realize that I also believe that success equals sacrifice. And I had been operating this way and I didn't even connect the dots about what that means. I'm like, that is why I tell my story. For someone to ponder something about themselves and go, how is that impacting me? So, me forgetting my line didn't matter because that impact still was delivered. They heard me and they shared with me their stories back. I encourage you to develop your stories, to share them in a way that is vulnerable yet meaningful, because that's when it becomes powerful. And if you're thinking about developing your story, I always love telling people to think about that moment that changed your life in a way that just gave you an insight or a light bulb moment or an aha moment or that moment in life that went, I just got so much clarity. I know what I need to do. Those moments come at strangest things and different times. And one time it was for me crying in my office. The other time I woke up at 2 a.m. from a dead sleep and went, I know what I need to do. I need to rename my business to Collective. Those moments are interesting because it allows us to do change, to do the courage to take action, right? And then what are you going to do about it? What have you not been doing to that point that that realization needed to come into your life? So there's a great formula to creating stories. A lot of times I like to say start in the middle. A lot of people do. That's a lot of all of us a lot of us love that advice, but it is so fun to start in the middle, right? And that's something I couldn't do. I was that person who told you that in a storyline, and I was kind of awkward. And so I filled the story with uninteresting information and got through it as quickly as can so I can talk about you instead of me. I was that person. Now I enjoy telling my story because moments like that, when they can connect with me or they can see something in their own life that is worth being terrified and walking up on stage and putting a smile on my face and delivering my message.